Hey everyone, welcome to the latest installment of the Pro-Life Diaries. Hey, I've chosen a different venue. Hey, I'm on my bed. No, don't expect a John Lennon and Yoko Ono bed-in session on this edition of the Pro-Life Diaries. But hey, I just wanted a bit of a change of venue and change of place, and hey, sit back and get comfy. Well, the weekend was pretty heady, but I had a really great day at school with the kids and teaching them different things. So they're doing well, and they're prepping for their final exams coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks. And basically, today is going to be a bit of a mixed bag. Different thoughts, maybe a story, and everything, and just want to say, hey, everybody out there, I'm not your typical pro-lifer. And I know everybody's got their stereotype of, you know, what a pro-lifer is, like the media image and everything, like, ugh. I just want to tell you, the first thing that people think about when you say, when I tell them, oh, you're pro-lifer, they say, oh my gosh, you must be some kind of like religious fanatic or something like that. And I just say, actually, not really. I'm actually a person of deep faith, but I prefer the old adage, actions speak louder than words. So I just demonstrate my the tenets of my faith in my everyday life, and I prefer to walk it out rather than just talking about it and risk being called a hypocrite. So I have a very deep spiritual life, and that's it. The next thing people think, like, oh my gosh, you want to like put, you know, women back in the home and all that kind of stuff, you know, barefoot and pregnant kind of thing. And I'm saying, actually, I come from a very feminist background. I come from a long line of working women. Even my great-grandmother worked outside the home and balanced career and family. So I would be the first person to rise up against anybody trying to put women back in the home. I said, you right there? Heck no, we are not going back like that. And the next kind of thing is like, oh my gosh, you're trying to like, you know, shove your family values and all this kind of stuff down everybody's throats. And I would actually kind of say, whoa, that is just serious stereotype, and that actually I don't really want to get married, and I certainly don't want to have any kids. And so therein, that really says that I'm not your typical pro-lifer. I've never been all that, you know, family oriented. You know, I've always, you know, had my eyes set more on the, you know, education career, and I've spent my life, you know, in the service of my community and humanity, and involved in many charitable endeavors, and I've been a role model for girls in my community back in Canada, and I've been charged with the care and education of children and teens on 2 continents of the world, and in charge of training up the next generation of citizens, and helping people get where they need to go and accomplish their dreams in life. So I've never, you know, that's who I am, and I can just tell you I've got it on good authority, and that I've been in that maternity ward with the women and having the babies, and I have no, you know, desire to trade places with those ladies. I can and I'd like to share with you a little story. About 2 months before the end before graduating from secondary school, you know, high school, I get this call, and it's an acquaintance from school. I, you know, didn't know her very well, but she calls me up, and she said she's been kicked out of her house, and she's got like nowhere to go, and could she come and live with me? And I'm like, oh my gosh, it was the weekend of my 18th birthday, and I said, okay, just hold on a second, you know, and I go into the family room, and I asked my parents, Mom, Dad, can she come and live with us and everything? And my parents said, yeah, she can come and live with us. But it's your choice, Laura, whether, she comes. And I said, oh, okay. And I told her she can, come and live with me and whatnot, because otherwise she would have, I had to drop out of school and lose her year, and it's, so close to the end of the year. So I said, yeah, you come and live with me. And so she came the next day with her stuff, and she just couldn't believe, somebody, would open their home and their heart. And I said, hey, yeah, that's who I am. And then we just got up in the morning and went to school, and with my younger brother on the bus, and then about a month into her living with us, I get this really, really strong feeling, and I'm like saying, I'm not psychic here or anything like that. And believe you me, I'm not channeling Miss Cleo here. That psychic stuff is such a bull of crap. And I get this feeling, oh my God, she's pregnant. And basically, I said, oh my gosh, I think she's pregnant and everything. And then 2 weeks later, we go to the doctors and everything, and I'm there, like, I'm pacing. I'm like saying, I hope this is not true. I hope this is not true. And she goes to the doctors, and after about an hour, she comes out, and test comes back positive. And I'm like going, oh no. I mean, this could not have come at the worst time. I mean, we have her family after me. I mean, like, seriously, it is like a trauma story, the worst thing you've ever seen on Jerry Springer. And then I'm like trying to deal with, like, preparations for final exams and this and that, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then all this is, a sudden, this just like comes on me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I said, oh my goodness, we have got to tell my parents and everything. And we told them and everything, and then they said, well, you're going to have to tell your family. And then she told her family, and then, oh my gosh, everybody just, in her family just totally turned on her, and it was just like the worst kind of thing. And I mean, I get called down from school, and then her family's there, like her mom and like the 2 guidance counselors and everything, and they're just like, just putting the pressure on me, like you have to, and have her come around, to get an abortion and everything. And then, like, they one of them had just been talking with her about getting an abortion, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm getting, like, triple tag teamed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, as if, it's me that they want, to have an abortion and everything, and then, and what have you. And so how, the continuation of that story will come in the second installment of this edition of the Pro Life Diaries.